Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Iconic Messengers. It is Mindset Monday. And I'm asking you today, are you ready to turn the key? Check it. Crazy, exhausting weekend in Chicago. I got up at 5 a.m., 4 o'clock in the morning or whatever it was, flew all the way out to Chicago. Got everybody all pumped up all weekend. Flew back, kicked it with the kids yesterday. I'm back in the studio today. And then I fly out to Scottsdale Thursday for another one. For another 2-day, then back on Sunday. So check it out. As you continue to elevate, you're going to figure out that, like, your energy levels, you have to figure out how to make your energy work, because as you grow and as you advance, you're going to have to compartmentalize what you have energy for. And I used to be able to just run around and go crazy all day and it didn't even matter and blah, 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 blah. But now it's just like, man, because the stakes are so much higher, you know, you really got to think about, how are you able to pull stuff off? Are you able to pull stuff off? What does it all look like? It's a lot. And so, ladies and gentlemen, you got to be ready to turn the key and open those doors when it's time to go, regardless of what your energy is, regardless of how you feel or any of that. Because the requirements are that you get the job done no matter what. Because at the end of the day, nobody cares how you feel. Nobody cares how tired you are. Nobody cares how hard it is. It's hard for everybody. Everybody's tired. And so you just have to make it work. And I think that's one of the things that holds people back, is that you got to go through the motions even when you feel like a ghost or you're drained or whatever. I used to be able to just do crazy early morning flights and not be able to sleep, and it didn't matter. But now it's just like, man, all that stuff, all those little things, you know, affect everything. And so just think about that as you go through your week. You got to be prepared for, you know, how am I going to be feeling? How am I going to be able to produce the results that I need to produce no matter what? And how am I opening the door and getting things done? Because it's like we all have the key already inside of us to our success. You have confidence. You're already motivated if you're watching this. And all you really have to do is turn that key and open up that door and go in and do the work. But sometimes we're like, I don't want to. And I think that the more you allow yourself to say that, I don't want to, or nah, I don't feel like it, or nah, I'm too tired, the more you're going to lose out on the opportunities that you really want to succeed. Because everybody's tired. Everybody's been going at it for 10, 15, 20 years now. You're going to get to a certain point where everybody's put in their time. And so the difference is who's going to show up and who's going to perform at the highest level no matter what, no matter how they feel. I was with Tim Grover this weekend. We had a little bit of time together. I try not to bug speakers that much because I want the audience to get their time with those people. They paid a lot of money. They took time away from their families. They invested. They sat through the lessons and the workshops and all of that. They deserve their time with the main event speakers. And I brought him up on stage. He did his speech. He did a fireside chat with Tim Lyons. And as he came off, you know, he shook hands, chatted with him for a minute. And, you know, he was like, man, you know, those demons that you deal with, they're never going to go away. Because I was talking about how I was drinking and getting stoned every day in 2018 when I met him. And now I'm almost 6 years sober. I'll be 6 years sober this month. And my life has completely changed because I got around these high frequency people. And I'm like, I mean, I can't let these people down. I got to go out there. I got to turn the key. Right? I got to go to the next level. I got to kick these freaking doors down. And he was like, man, those demons, they're never going to go away. You just got to make sure you don't let them fucking win. You can't ever let those demons win. And I was like, man, Michael Jordan's personal trainer. But it's bigger than that. I mean, what if What if MJ wouldn't have had that guy in his ear through all those years? I mean, maybe he wouldn't have been as good as he was. I don't know. I'd have to ask him that, but clearly he brought that guy in for a reason. And so when you've got those kinds of people that you've created bonds with and you've created friendships with and you've created, personal relationships with, I think it's really important for you to understand that you have an obligation to those people to go out and to be successful no matter what. And so even though I didn't really want to, I got up this morning at 5 o'clock in the morning and went to the gym and lifted and did all the things. And here we are broadcasting Mindset Monday. And there's a million things that I have to do today. Probably a million things that technically are way more important than me streaming on the internet. But I think that streaming on the internet is the preface now for me being great in all the meetings that I have, being creative in all the meetings that I have, being one step ahead in all the meetings that I have. There were some algorithm changes in Instagram. There were some algorithm changes in TikTok. And so, we had a huge spike on like one client account 2-3 weeks ago, and then it kind of fucking up and down. And you just got to understand all these things are part of the game. You're going to have record-breaking moments, and then, 3-4 days later, you might have the worst performance of your life. Are you willing to continue to open up those doors and put the work in when nobody's looking? Okay, you have the key to success in you already. This is the biggest takeaway from this past weekend from Tim Grover. He is the trainer of the greats, trained Michael Jordan, trained Kobe Bryant, the best in the world. You already have the confidence. You already have the motivation. Now it's just, you need to go out there and you got to do it. Turn the key, open up the door into the darkness, because usually the things that are holding you back, they're dark things. They're secrets that nobody knows about you. And the sooner you open up that door, you turn that key, you open up that door and you turn the lights on, all those little nasty little roaches start running. Dude, you got to kill them all. All those little demons, we all have them. It's just that no one on social media wants to talk about any of that stuff. We just want to show pictures of ourselves with our suits on stage like we're freaking gazillionaires. Because it looks better. It's more comfortable. It's easier for someone to like the highlight reel. But dude, let's face the fact, the highlight reel is like 7% of reality. 93% of what you do, nobody sees. And the people that get the biggest highlight reel moments, they're working 93 to 95% of the time. That's why they're always in that A rating. A players. But the elite players, they're like 100%. That other 5%, that 6%, that 7% that they put in to be 100, dude, that's the difference between great and elite. There's a difference. There's a huge difference between people that are great and between people that are elite, the best. My wife was just texting me. She was like, oh man, the painter guy that was supposed to do the ceiling to the kids' room, he can't make it till tomorrow. Because you know why? I can already just tell you why. Because it's Monday, and he's like, I don't want to do that. Guarantee it. It's Monday. He had the appointment booked. He's going to get paid to paint the little ceiling downstairs. And it's now Monday morning at 9:18. He texts us and says, I'll be there tomorrow. If that was me, I'd already be at the front door getting the damn job done. But it's not me. So this guy can't make it till tomorrow. You have got to think about how you're showing up. Any opportunity that I'm given, I show up for. Unless it's like someone who's a freaking criminal. Which, by the way, there's a lot of them on social media. Anything. Dude, I used to play at every single shithole dive bar that you could possibly imagine for $100 or $50 or $200 or whatever they were going to give me to get to the next gig, to get strings on the guitar, some food, and gas in the gas tank. Strings on the guitar, food, gas in the gas tank. Whatever gig I could get, I was playing 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times a week. Sometimes 3 times a day for multiple days. Like MJ, I was doing 3 repeats every weekend in San Diego, because in San Diego, people get up, they go to breakfast or brunch. Then they go to happy hour. Then they go out. Okay, well, I was the brunch guy with an acoustic guitar. I was the happy hour guy with an acoustic guitar. Then I was playing acoustic guitar in the cover band at night. Then waking up and doing it again. Then on Monday night, I'm playing happy hour somewhere. Like, it was every single day. That's why this is so important, because I'm just going to keep doing these to the point where it's crazy, where it outweighs anybody else's effort, including my own from the past. I mean, you got people, I saw some guy the other day, he was celebrating 20 podcasts. We did our 20th podcast. Cool, dude. I did 20 podcasts in 3 weeks. You've been doing that for a year. You did 20 podcasts. You just got blown away in 3 weeks. I'm coming, dude, for all of this. It's like Arnold when he's like, when I lift the weights, I'm coming in the gym and I'm coming. Coming for it, man. So get out there and turn the key. You've got the key to all your success in your hand. But a key doesn't open a door unless you put it in, turn it, and kick it open. And sometimes when you turn it, it's jammed. Like, it's a little bit stuck. Dude, kick the damn door open and go in there and get the job done. There's so many times where people were like, oh, yeah, man, that sounds like a great idea, blah, 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 blah. And I had to literally kick the damn door down to make the opportunity happen. I didn't even have a key. Screw a key. I'll pick the lock. How far are you willing to go? Okay, when you're sitting there and you're listening to Tim Grover, who coached Michael Jordan as a personal trainer, talk to an audience about what it takes to be successful. And 6 years ago, I was singing for $100 in bars, and now I'm the guy that introduced him. What's going to happen over the next 6 years? Well, I mean, that's up to me. I'm sure as hell not going to do the same thing I was doing, because what got me here isn't going to get me to the next level. What got you here isn't going to get you to the next level. Trust me, dude. I remember somebody tried to like argue with me about that on my comments. Well, fucking Susie, this girl I know, says this. I don't give a fuck about Susie. This isn't Susie's show. Go to Susie's page. She's got 3 followers. She's never done anything. Quit listening to people that haven't done shit and start listening to real experts. Like, you have to start understanding that you are running out of time. And the key to success, you already hold the key to your own success. What are you going to do with it? So go out there and make it happen. It is Mindset Monday. We're going off. Got a busy week this week. We are building social media, content calendars today for a ton of people, hopping on a ton of calls, bunch of trainings that we're filming for our community. And I think it's really important for us to continue to provide people with the inspiration and the creative drive that they need to go out there and do something. You already hold the key. You hold the key. It's already in you. Success is already inside you. It's up to you to unlock the vault and to unload all of that onto the planet. What are you going to do with it? What are you going to do with your opportunity? What are you going to do with the one life you've been given? Make it count. Ladies and gentlemen, Iconic Messengers broadcasting live from the content hub of Dallas. Join the community at iconicmessengers.com. Subscribe to the show. We'll see you on the next one.